Hey, 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 it's Chaos Queen here, and you're listening to the Geekcast Radio Network.
Hey, it's Mistress Carrie, and you are listening to Studio 2009.
You're not a very good liar.
I got nothing to hide.
I suspected you 10 minutes after I met you.
All right, Lieutenant, you win.
Murder.
Lieutenant, I've been dean of this academy for over 20 years, and we have never had a situation like this.
Believe me, sir, I know you've done your best.
If a student fails, we consider it our failure, not his.
To be honest with you, I was afraid of something like this. We've had a lot of problems with him at home.
Then you do understand we consider it best that you withdraw him.
Yes.
I'm very sorry, Lieutenant.
Just sits around the house and drools. Never moves. We love him, but a dog should do something, even if he just barks now and then.
Yes. Oh, Lieutenant, it's for you.
Yeah, Columbo. Where? I'll be right over. I gotta go to work. My wife and kids, they're visiting my mother-in-law up in Fresno. You don't suppose you could keep them for another week?
I'm sorry, he demoralizes the other students.
There's nothing wrong with your podcast player. Do not attempt to adjust the volume. Hello and welcome back into our studio. You are now inside Studio 2009, only on the Geekcast Radio Network. I'm, of course, TFG and Mike. Joining me once again is that good old Detective Dave Draper. Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, hello. Hello?
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 Wait. Are we doing a bit, or can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you.
We did have problems at the beginning, so I'm like, wait, what?
Yes. Well, you know, that was Discord's issue, not ours. I blame the technology. Stupid artificial bullshit. Today we are continuing on our journey as we put our trench coats back on and jump back in time with Columbo. These are the Columbo files here inside Studio 2009. As always, starting at the beginning, going in order. Also, as always, we watch Columbo on Tubi.tv or Tubi TV.
We do now.
We do now.
Grumble, grumble.
And grumble, grumble. Today is Season 3, Episode 6, and we are training our minds to overcome the mayhem. And at the end of the last podcast, folks, Dave completely missed my mobile armored strike command joke.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I just can dignify it. Like, there is more to life than 80s cartoons. I love you, Mike, but there's more to life than 80s cartoons.
Oh, there's really not.
No, there is. There is so much more.
Says the guy that has a whole basement filled with 80s toys.
And 90s and 2000s and
Uh-huh.
and 60s. Like, dude, my collection spans decades.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting here looking at a bunch of stuff from 1993 because my Jurassic Park collection's right here.
Yep.
God,
Absolutely.
I'm getting static for my Warhammer situation.
Why?
It might be slightly out of control, according to other people. I can quit it whenever I want.
Oh.
Just because they released Angron, the World Eater, who's the $400 figure in the
Oh my
scale,
god.
It's gorgeous. It's a scale. Like, he's actually huge.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Warhammer is, like, the scale is 118, but almost every character is, like, you know, huge.
Yeah.
So when they do a human character, he's tiny. And then you do Angron, and he's giving He-Man a run for his money.
Yeah, exactly.
Love
Absolutely. So, Mind Over Mayhem, Episode 6 of Season 3. No, it's fine.
I don't know where my screen went black, and I don't know where the mute button is. I'm so sorry.
Oh. I can cut it out.
I know where that was on Skype.
Yeah, unfortunately, as of May 5th, 2025, Skype is completely dead.
We could be doing these on Skype right now.
No, we can't.
It's March.
No, we can't.
March is before May.
Have to wean off of teat because we will still get used to it, and then when they really do take it away from us,
I get it. That is actually very wise.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
like I
I
still have the program on my computer, but I uninstalled it off my phone. I removed it from my taskbar on my computer, but it is still installed on my computer. But I needed to. Nope.
You don't have to justify it. I get it. I was just saying a thing.
Can't have the temptation in front of me.
For some reason, when we're doing this through Discord, my computer goes, "Okay, you're not doing anything," and then because it didn't do that with Skype, but it shuts down. So I had to get the whole thing back up again. By then, I'd already coughed, and oh god, now I'm looking at these horrible Discord apps.
They're not that bad.
Obnoxious.
Oh boy. All right. Mind Over Mayhem. Dr. Howard Nicholson, played by Lou Aries?
What? No. Oh, wait, maybe. The kid wasn't Jose Ferrer. The dad was Jose Ferrer.
I didn't say anything about Jose Ferrer. I said I was reading the description here.
I got confused.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Dr. Howard Nicholson, played by Lou Aries, threatens to expose Neil Cahill, played by Robert Walker Jr., for plagiarizing his paper from recently deceased scientist, Neil's father.
What? There was a comma there, because the deceased scientist was not Neil's father.
Yes, Neil's father, Dr. Marshall Cahill, played by Jose Ferrer. Yeah, director of high-tech Pentagon think tank, kills
Mel Ferrer.
To protect his son's reputation. Oh boy. This feels very Bobby Fischer to me.
Okay.
And I know Bobby Fischer happened way after this, I think. It did.
I'm surprised you didn't say that during the chess episode, but
okay yes, but the robot, because the robot is doing stuff in this episode, that's why specifically.
Playing against Deep Blue?
Yeah.
Your references are hurting my brain.
Yes.
The whole thing is that the kid, I don't remember anybody's name, and I remember Jose Ferrer because he's Mel Ferrer's dad. But the dad is a brilliant scientist who works at this think tank, and they plot out World War III on a daily basis. Sounds like fun. And his son is not as smart, and he was working with this other scientist who came up with this brilliant theory, but then never published it and died shortly thereafter. So the son plagiarizes the theory and gets Scientist of the Year award, or something like that. And then it turns out that he's seeing a therapist who's kind of an attractive woman, who's married to another scientist at the facility, who's played by the guy whose name I didn't recognize and got confused.
Yep.
And so she tells her husband about the plagiarism, which actually is a violation of confidentiality. We won't worry about that. And he confronts the dad and says, "Your son did not earn that award. He plagiarized it, and I looked into it." And so the dad comes up with a scheme to kill the older guy because the doctor can't testify.
No.
She can't testify against her client. Well,
because of doctor-patient confidentiality.
Yeah, that's got some weird loopholes and boundaries. It's complicated. But point being, so at the institute, because it's even though they war game World War III, there's other stuff they do. There's a kid genius named Steven Spielberg. It's Steven Spielberg, but they pronounce it weird.
It was so stupid.
Who basically has pre-created, because Forbidden Planet, of course, takes place in the future, Robbie the Robot during his Davros phase. Because he doesn't have legs. He's rolling around on a little wheelchair thing. It's Robbie the freaking Robot. And Robbie can do whatever the kid programs him to do. And the father, Jose Ferrer, also knows how to program the robot. He programs the... Okay, he programs the robot to run the war game simulation that that Jose Ferrer is supposed to be running at night. And he goes out and he hits the scientist guy with his car, kills him, and carries him back into the house. Make it look like a hit and run inside the house.
Well, yeah, that was the weird
here because this part I got fuzzy on. I must not have been paying attention.
That was the weird part. It was like he ran him down, put him back in the house. Like, this whole episode was strange. Like, you want to talk about a criminal who really wanted to get caught. This is a guy who wanted to get caught because, like, everything he did seemed to be in the book, I'm going to be a criminal for dummies kind of book. Like, how to be a criminal for dummies.
To be fair, he's not a criminal. He's
okay, I understand.
He is, but, like, that's not his profession. Like,
right, but I'm saying, like, he does all this. We talked about in the last episode how at the Jack Cassidy Greenleaf,
how he basically dares him to,
exactly, and everything else. Where this guy is like, I'm gonna do all this stuff. I'm gonna remember to do this, but I'm gonna forget to do this. I'm gonna remember to check this, but I'm gonna he completely leaves the car with the front end damage from hitting the guy.
He does a thing later where he backs into that car because he doesn't use his car. He uses another car from the Institute. So he does a thing later where he pulls out in his car and backs into it. He cares for that.
Yeah, I don't know. And
to be fair, he did not anticipate that Columbo would ever find out about Spellberg and the robot because they weren't in any way related per se to the crime. Like Columbo I don't remember how Columbo ends up with the kid.
Columbo ends up with the kid because he goes in and he has a question for the kid. He wants to.
Because the other guy, because part of the alibi or part of the situation is that he gets this other guy to leave the Institute, who's the mechanic, which is how he gets access to the cars. Yep. The mechanic to leave for the night because he takes Steven, who's a kid, to the movies. Because Steven never gets to go to the movies because he's a genius kid who never, nobody treats like a kid.
Yep.
So that was the whole thing, is he wanted to establish the alibi of the mechanic, the pool guy, carpool guy.
Yep.
And then Steven mentions that he's got a robot. I mean, he doesn't actually mention it's a robot until it comes out and almost murders Columbo, but it does almost murder that dog. I got real uncomfortable when. There's a running thing about Columbo's dog needs attention and affection. And so he leaves the dog with the kid, and the robot is like walking the dog, but the leash is too short, and it's like, dude. You're lucky PETA wasn't a thing back then.
And I'm sorry to say this, but that dog, oh my God.
Again, tell me you've never owned a basset hound without telling me you've never owned a basset hound. Those things are needy.
I understand. My aunt and uncle and cousins had a bunch of basset hounds, and I know they are needy, but man, the barking on that dog in this episode when he was in the car.
I'm not going away for long. I'm just going to talk to this guy. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm just going to be right here. I'm going to talk to this man for a little while. Excuse me. Can you help me? Can you help me?
I'm only allowed to work on Institute cars.
Oh, I don't want you to work on my car. She's running beautiful. I'm Lieutenant Columbo. I'm from the LAPD.
Oh, you investigating the Nicholson murder?
Did you know Professor Nicholson?
Just to say hello to. He kept pretty much to himself.
Are you in charge of all these cars here?
Yeah, we're testing them. They've all been converted to natural gas as part of an environmental experiment.
Does everybody at the Institute drive these cars?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not going anywhere. What happened to this one?
Oh, just a little front end damage. I rolled out the dents.
Give me a break, would you please?
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that
Boy, that dog.
There were people, and they weren't talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
What got me was he wasn't house trained after a like that because this is towards the end of season 3, and he got him the first episode of season 2. I'm like,
exactly. Like I know you're a homicide detective, Columbo. I know you don't have a lot of time to do stuff, but come on.
I mean, we've already established that he's got at least one kid and a wife. Like they could step up.
Mm-hmm.
Like taking the dog out to pee isn't a male responsibility even back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Like and to be fair, bassets are allegedly very difficult to house train. Mine picked up very quickly, but like supposedly they're one of the breeds that's very difficult to house train. A year? Because the Columbo's part of the episode opens with him at like almost like you think he's at a school.
Yep.
And the headmaster's telling them your person, we're going to have to expel them. They're not learning, and you think his kid's getting kicked out of school, and of course it turns out to be the dog.
It's the dog. Favorite line. I'm sorry, but the favorite line is his dog is demoralizing the other students.
Demoralizing the others. Yeah. Great line.
Oh, damn dog.
Oh, this is the one where Columbo says at the end, "I knew it was you" within the first 3 minutes. The whole thing is the murder victim had a pipe which got crushed by the car, and he had like a pipe for every day.
Yeah,
one of those weird things. Like I haven't known a lot of people who smoke pipes, but I don't remember them having a pipe for every day.
Right.
And then like the wife doesn't smoke, and whoever had killed him had lit up a cigar, so he was looking for a cigar smoker because you could tell by the match.
Yep.
When you light up a cigar, you use the match for much longer than you do for a cigarette.
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cigars.
Oh yeah. Oh no. We can't talk about the Cubans. Oh no.
You can't. It's illegal. It's to this day. Cuban cigars are illegal, I believe.
Yep. Absolutely. And when he offers them to Columbo, is it 1 or 2 in there?
He offers 1.
Is it just 1? I know Columbo just takes 1, but it looks like there's more. But anyway,
no, I think he just offers 1, and then at the end, Columbo gives it back to him.
Yep, absolutely. This one had a lot of misdirection in it, I would say. Even though, and this is one that actually has Columbo's, I think this has him saying it wasn't who did it. It's how he did it. Yeah. Which is usually what we say. It's not, like, it's a how.
He did the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. This is the one where he's using his tape recorder in this instead of his notepad. I mean, he's using his notepad too, but he's losing his notepad half the time.
He always loses his notepad. He always loses his pencil.
Yeah.
Saying he's Columbo.
So I thought it was cool that he was using a tape recorder. I thought that was interesting. What's his name? Not Nicholson. The young guy. The kids, not the
son?
Yes. What's the son's name?
I have no idea. I just call him the son.
Yeah. The young guy with the hair, with the tall, whatever.
Yeah, the son. Yeah.
The son the plagiarist who, like, kind of reminds me of the other guy. The guy that lost it on the tram.
Roddy McDowell?
Yeah, a little bit. Not because of how he sounds or how he looks or anything, but just how he acts. Like, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Why are you framing me? Like, just that kind of.
But he's like, okay, I've been waiting to get to that part because this one is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end, Columbo literally forces the confession out of the dad.
Yeah.
By framing, he admits he frames the son for the murder.
Yes, he does. Yes.
And And the son gets dragged off in chains. But you're always like, well, you never see him get arrested and dragged off in chains. He gets dragged off, and like the father actually hesitates for a minute.
Yep.
Like he's actually thinking about, do I let my son go down or do I, he does eventually very quickly confess.
Yes.
Like which has a great line. You're a strange man. I didn't know how it was going to go. But like, how do you feel about that?
I've seen it done this way in plenty of police procedurals in the future. What I mean by that is 1980 forward kind of thing, where plots have done this thing of let's, try to scam.
I've seen
the
them
actual
put pressure
criminal
on another person.
Yes.
I've never seen them arrest another person. Or maybe I have. I don't.
Yeah, I've seen them. Well, it's to put pressure on the person that they really want to arrest.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so if you're not going to confess, then we have evidence that implicates your son, so we are going to arrest him. And blah, blah, blah. And
they literally fabricate, because the whole thing is like, oh, it's not even about the plagiarism. You were having an affair with the other guy's wife. Yep. Here is this hotel manager, and that is all It's all bull crap.
Yep, it's all bull crap. It's so again.
We're in 2025, and this was 1974.
Right.
Morals have changed.
Yes,
I think to a large, particularly when it comes to like police and how they're supposed to operate, and
yes, they have.
I think an audience in 74 would have been less bothered, particularly by the fact that he brought out like a fake witness to just completely concoct a lie, because it would never have held up in court.
No, and that's not. But see, here's the thing. Why with me it didn't bother me, because it's not supposed to. It's not the fact that they brought out a fake. It's essentially a full lie to the what's his stupid name?
Say Ferrer?
To Cahill. It's Cahill Sr. To the father, it's a full lie to him. It is a full-on charade for him to eventually confess. It's putting his son in danger, so quote-unquote danger, of being arrested for a crime that the son didn't commit, that the father committed. The police
arrested.
Yeah, okay, yes, but Columbo literally
says, "Well, we'll get him out." Like after the confession, he goes, "We'll get him out within an hour." Within an hour.
Yeah, exactly. But it's one of those things where I've heard stories from actual police officers that say there is nothing against a police officer lying to a suspect. There's nothing against the rules of the police department saying that a police officer cannot lie to a suspect to get a confession. This was a little overboard on that. I agree with that. But this is fiction. This is
but it's
extreme.
Cozy mysteries. But you've got police malfeasance. And it's not just any cop doing it. It's not like Jerry Orbach in Law and Order, originally established as being a little bit shady. It's Columbo. It's lovable Columbo arresting and booking the wrong guy on faked evidence. I mean, it's one thing, if you're in the because one of my favorite TV shows is Homicide, and there's a fantastic episode where like a documentarian is filming everybody. And Andre Braugher gives this great speech about how the box is his place and all the stuff that he can do whatever he wants in the box. He'll lie. He'll sell you something you don't need, which is a lifetime in prison. And like if you're in the box and you're telling them, okay, this guy, like if you've got two suspects and you go in the box and you say, this guy talked, he ragged you out. Okay, like you're lying. You arrest the guy and take him downtown, and it'll be an hour before he's a free man again, based on and it's not just you're lying. You've hired a guy. You brought in a guy to lie. Like, I don't know. I am uncomfortable with my beloved goofy trench coat wearing basset hound loving. It's a little too far in the gray area for me.
Yeah,
because it's Columbo, not because it's a policeman. I mean,
right.
But because it is Columbo,
because it is Columbo. Yeah,
it's like Han shooting Greedo under the table. I can accept because obviously the even though the threat was legit and imminent, like Greedo says, "I'm going to kill you," like, and you don't need to have him shoot. It's clear that Greedo's but like if Han just walked up to a guy in the middle of nowhere and shot him in the back of the head, that would be a different vibe. That would like I think maybe it's just I have different rules for different characters in different situations, but just it bothers me a little that he did that.
I think it doesn't bother me because of the way that he had to catch this criminal. And like he said, even though an hour is a long time, but he is going to do the right thing. He is going to release the son because he already knew that the son didn't do it. Obviously, it was just you. It's kind of like how you have to make an omelet
without breaking a few eggs. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, a little bit. But other shows will do the thing of.
But my point is, there are other shows, there are other characters.
Right.
Like I said, Gary Orbach in Law and Order is sketchy. Or he started like the very first episode, he's sketchy, and then they never went back to that.
I understand that, but Columbo had to be this sketchy for this character. Do I think he is this sketchy for going forward? No. Do I think he's still the lovable detective that we know and love? Absolutely. I don't think this one case has changed him completely. Like it's not an end all be all for me for this. I think because of the way that the way the criminal was, that's how he had to do it to catch him. You couldn't just put this guy in a room and have him sweat it out. You had to threaten him with putting his son in jail.
I mean, I get what you're saying. To me, it's more like, but he didn't threaten. Well, the threat went a little further than I'm comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like if he'd been having a conversation with the dad and said, your son was probably having an affair. I talked to a guy at the hotel. Then we're gonna arrest him. And then the dad, says, okay, well, I can't take that risk. That's one thing. Have cops haul him off and again, it's not necessarily the hour itself intrinsically that I have an issue with. It's that the fact that implies that he was booked, he was put in jail, like he went through the system based on a lie, and I get that was a little too far, in my opinion.
But I think when Columbo says that he'll be released within the hour, I think that also means that all charges will be dropped or all charges will be erased from his I would assume. Well, I would hope.
And again, if the dad probably, honestly, if the dad was a little smarter for being a genius, he would have known that his son did. First of all, he knows for a fact his son didn't do it. Yeah. I think he might have believed the affair thing, actually, even though that was probably fabricated too. But it's just he says, I can't take the risk, you're a strange man. Look, man, I like Dirty Harry as much as the next guy, but
Columbo's not Dirty Harry. I get it.
Columbo's not Dirty Harry.
I understand.
I don't want Jessica Fletcher planting evidence to catch the bad guys. I mean, I get a little twitchy. And yeah, I think this is the only time in the whole run that something like this happens. So, you know, it is what it is. And he even mentions, like, there's an earlier line about the robot that you can't sweat him out under the lights, you can't take him behind in the back room and beat him with a rubber hose. I mean, the police behavior was things were more acceptable in the 70s than they are now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, folks. It's just so crazy. It really, really is. It's just one of those things. Anything else on this episode, Mind Over Mayhem?
No, I think this one we almost got a full one more thing, sir, one more thing, but it wasn't quite. Wasn't quite that.
Yeah, it wasn't quite that.
It was the prototypical one.
Yep. What are you going to rate this one?
I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff for me, like Robbie the Robot and a random character named Steven Spielberg, and the dog's in it a lot. I'm going to give it a 3.5 because the more I focus on the ending, the more it bothers me. So it's a good episode. There's a lot of fun stuff. I like how he figured it out. I just don't like how he got to get the confession at the end.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right there with you. 3.5. So, absolutely. Folks, before we send it to a quick podcast ad break, the one thing I did want to mention, I meant to mention it in the season 3, episode 5 episode. Our sister podcast, the Cinema Geeks, earlier this year did a Hitchcock retrospective. So go check out their show, Cinema Geeks, on Geekcast Radio. They are going through all of his films. So we're doing Columbo on TV. They're doing Hitchcock in film. So check them out. We're going to go to a quick podcast ad break. Here's some podcast ads and some other stuff. We're going to come back to close the show right after this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Friday, right?
Right.
Last night was Thursday.
Lieutenant Columbo? This is Margaret Nicholson.
How do you do, ma'am? I'm sorry to bother you this time.
I'd like to get this over with as quickly as possible.
Hello, geeks and geekettes! Looking for a podcast that covers a vast array of topics? Then check out Altered Geek Unleashed, where we discuss our thoughts on this week's geeky news, tech, gaming, television shows, movies, cartoons, comics, and more. So, get altered, get geeky with the Altered Geeks. Every Friday on the Geekcast Radio Network.
Are you missing entertainment in your life? Welcome to Captain Ruggles Gaming. Whether it's guides, roleplay content, or our shenanigans with our collaborations with the 20 years standing strong Fart Clan, also known as Fast Action Response Team, or the Wrecking Crew, we have something for everyone. So join us when we traverse the cosmos of space games, survive the undead in zombie games, or just having fun in first-person shooters or random indie games. Visit us now at geekcastradio.com and youtube.com/@Captain Ruggles, or Google search Captain Ruggles Gaming. It's game time, and I'll see you out on the battlefield.
Because the world needs another movie podcast.
The Geekcast Radio Network presents for your listening pleasure the Cinema Geek.
Hosted by Amanda, Kevin, Matt, and Dan.
Each week we dive headfirst in the landscape of movies as we discuss movie news, play movie games,
go in-depth on reviews,
and even have a top 10 countdown or two.
Also, don't miss our director retrospective series, where we review noted directors' movies film by film. Bottom line is, if you love movies and love podcasts, you need to experience the Cinema Geeks.
You can find us on iTunes or geekcastradio.com.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a punk rock band of brothers get together to talk about one of our shared loves, toy collecting.
Toy hunt by day, punk rock band by night. We'll take any excuse to get in the van.
We all collect different toy lines like those real American heroes.
G.I. Joe!
To the
toys that are more than meets the eye, Transformers.
To He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
From vintage to modern and all topics in between, you can always expect some rowdy and passionate discussion because we love talking toys here on the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Last Comic Shop Podcast, a comic book podcast that actually talks about comics.
Yep, each week we open the shop up and read and discuss a comic.
Sometimes we pair that up with comic book movies or TV shows.
Or not. Lots of times it's just comic books and sound effects.
Oh, yes, definitely lots of sound effects. So tune in on all the major podcasting platforms for the Last Comic Shop Podcast, or check out our library of evergreen shows at www.lastcomicshoppodcast.com.
Are you in need of what the heck did I just listen to? Are you in need of a laugh at the expense of the internet? Boy, do I have a treat for you. Here at Lyrically Audacious, we turn just about anything into music. Visit us now at youtube.com/@symbol, Lyrically Audacious, all one word. So swing by, have a laugh. Stay lyrical, stay audacious, here at Lyrically Audacious.
For the best in science fiction, join Mark Baumgarten, Vicky Jakubowski, Zion Kiros, and Juan San Miguel on the award-winning podcast Mark Who 42's Universe. Doctor Who, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Star Trek, and more are all fair game with Mark Who 42, which has been around since 2012 in one form or another. Mark Who 42's Universe is proud to be a part of Geekcast Radio Network, the best place to get your geek on. Listen to us bi-weekly or weekly if we have a topic relevant for you, our listeners. Mark Who 42 on Geekcast Radio Network, a match made in a galaxy near you.
What's up, folks? My name is Mike, and I am the host of the Mike Seibert Radio Podcast, your favorite Transformers adjacent podcast, and I've got 60 seconds to tell you all about my show. Good thing I've got a catchy theme song to do most of the work for me.
Mike Seibert Radio, we talk about stuff and things, lots of guests in-depth interviewing. Mike Seibert Radio, it's nobody's favorite show. Movies, comics, video games, and TV.
I also talk about the Transformers the movie about as much as I talk about Boba Fett. My guests are independent artists who tell their stories and give terrific advice about pursuing your creative interests, and I encourage you to do the same thing, even if I can't take my own advice. Brevity is not my first best strength, but you could subscribe to Mike Seibert Radio on most podcast apps so you never miss an episode. Make good choices.
It's time for Mike Seibert Radio.
Do you know John Hyatt songs?
Maybe you know them from being covered by Roseanne Cash, Three Dog Night, the Neville Brothers, Emmylou Harris, Eric Clapton, B.B. King, Jeff Healey, Bonnie Raitt, or literally hundreds of others.
Maybe you have some of his albums on your shelf, or in your cow-horned Cadillac right now.
I'm Jesse Jackson.
And I'm Sylvan Groff.
And we're going to dive in from A to Z. Join us on the Perfectly Good Podcast.
We're going to discuss all of your favorites and uncover some forgotten gems, from Aces Up Your Sleeve to Zero House.
Rate and debate every John Hyatt song on the Perfectly Good Podcast. Have a little faith.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm the host of the Rock Nerd Radio Show, which airs live on HudsonRiverRadio.com every Wednesday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It also gets backed up as a podcast, which you can find on your preferred podcasting platform. Every week on my show, I talk about all kinds of pop culture. I talk about music, I talk about movies, TV, comics, collectibles, and so much more. I also feature a guest on my show periodically, which you might enjoy. I have a couple of special segments on my show, one called The Cover Song of the Week and My Favorite Thing in the World This Week. If you think this sounds cool, check it out sometime. I hope you do.
was that universal greeting again? Never mind, I remember. Ba weep grana, weep nitty bong.
Hey guys, it's Rodimus Primal, and be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Join me as I have Transformers discussions, retrospectives, toy reviews, and more. You can also follow me on Twitter at Rodimus Primal, as well as Facebook and Instagram at Rodimus Primal Show. Transform and roll out, and be sure to check out my content till all are one.
Last big party of the summer, folks. Let's go out with a bang.
On the Simplistic Reviews podcast, we talk movies. We talk TV. We talk.
Hello, Julie, what the heck are you doing?
Trying to make our spots sound more exciting by adding explosions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have got the point across with sound effects, not the real thing. Car.
Download the show on iTunes or at simplisticreviews.blogspot.com.
I'm sure your insurance company will cover that.
No, they won't.
No, they probably won't.
What are you gonna do, Lieutenant?
I gotta talk to my wife. When a case gets too tough, I gotta talk to my wife.
Is she a policewoman?
No. Actually, she doesn't talk about the case. She talks about everything else. It takes my mind off it.
Oh, so you're a freshman when you come back?
Something like that.
Are you coming back?
Not unless I get something.
All right, folks, we are back here inside Studio 2009, episode 175. The one thing I didn't bring up, which I absolutely love, he doesn't look like a police dog. He isn't. He's a policeman's dog.
There's a difference.
There is a difference. Absolutely. Anything you'd like to say before I run through the closing, sir?
No, it's a good episode. It's a fun episode. I would love the backstory of why Robbie the Robot doesn't have legs, but other than that, I'm good.
I'm not sure I want to know. That's just weird. Maybe they cost too much. Who knows?
He had legs in Gremlins.
He had legs in Gremlins? Oh, geez.
I don't know if he did or not. I know he's in Gremlins. Well, you know who Robbie the Robot is. Please don't make me explain who it is. Yeah. Forbidden Planet, and then he was famous sci-fi prop. He was in Gremlins because he was at the Inventors Convention that Peltzer's dad was. Rand Peltzer?
Yep.
So, Wait, Axton.
Very cool, very cool. All right. Thank you for joining us here inside Studio 2009. If you'd like to get in contact with us or leave feedback for the show, there are several ways to do so. Visit the website, geekcastradio.com, where you can listen to and comment on all of our content. You can also you can also buy our stuff, shop.geekcastradio.com. You can send any email to feedback@geekcastradio.com. You can listen to all of our stuff on any of the podcatching clients you choose to use, Apple, whatever other things you choose to use. You can follow us on Twitter at GeekCastRadio for the network, at It's Studio 2009, all one word for the show. I am at TFG and Mike. Dave doesn't do social media.
No.
Become a fan on Facebook. What?
I bite. I'm not socialized very well.
Okay. All right. Good bad dog. Become a fan on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/GeekCastRadio Network. You can also check out Studio 2009 podcast over there as well. Join us next time when Dave and I will be discussing Season 3, Episode 7 of Columbo. It's gonna be a swan song. For now, I am TFG and Mike with
Dave Draper.
You'll hear us back in the studio soon.
Excuse me. Just one more thing.
Dude, this is the only thing I would be more excited to do than fucking Columbo. I love this show. You know, there's an episode with what's his name? Robin Williams.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's friends with Barry Levinson. Barry Levinson was a producer.
I can't remember. I can't.
That's it. Please. No more. We have to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. It's fine.
This thing got eclipsed because, then they went on. The same people went on when they did Oz, and then they did The Wire, which everybody remembers. But yeah, this is hell yeah. The only thing is you need the...
Where are the clothes? She had a band. A wedding band? Where's the wedding ring?
You gotta check with the cops.
Well, it was a gold wedding ring. It looked like this. We had them made together.
All personal effects and clothes of the victim were taken.
No one told me this.
You should have been told.
No one tells me anything. They don't tell me anything. Excuse me, may I have a word with you?
Excuse me, Mr. Ellis.
Where's her ring? My wife's wedding ring.
All the personal property was taken as evidence. Her ring is safe.
Oh. Now, who gave you permission to take her clothes? She's lying down there in that damn room with no clothes. You don't know Catherine. She's very proper, and she wasn't very much at ease with her body.
I understand how you feel.
You know, you got her lying down there in a damn morgue, in a plastic bag with no clothes. No, I want her out of the plastic bag. I want her clothes back, and I want you to have someone there to protect her.
I understand how you feel.
You keep leaving her there alone.
Excuse me, Mr. Ellison.
That's where I first heard of Juan Carlos Esposito, was he comes on in the final season. He's Giardello's son.
Very cool, very cool.
God damn it. Got me all excited again, you fucker.
Ooh. What?
You.
We're gonna do it. I just have to buy the thing.
Yeah, but I'm excited now.
Sorry.
Goddamn. I got something to live for, you fuck. You have no idea. Like,
who's the fuck out of me?
This is one of my top favorite TV shows of all time. I've never had anyone to talk to about it.
Very cool.
I think trying to talk to Jason about homicide goes over.
Unless you're going to kill him. Unless you're going to tell him how you're going to kill him.
Now, was there another Gordon Pratt in your class?
You flunked math? You never got a diploma.
Yeah, this is so funny. You never even graduated.
I had nothing left to learn.
What's this?
It's Greek to me.
It is. It's in the original Greek.
Is that right?
Yeah. Read me something out of this.
You wouldn't understand it anyway.
No, just a small passage. I've never heard the lovely original Greek spoken before.
I might hear it.
You can't, can you?
Would you like me to translate? Roughly, he's talking about how the individual is corrupted by his company. Yeah.
Let me show you what the Jesuits taught me. What I say is right or just means nothing but what is of interest to the stronger party. You're a fake, na 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 na. You shot those cops, didn't you, Gordon?
Just gonna put that there. We are going to... What are we gonna do? We're gonna figure out where they put that, because I don't like that. I hate how when you go to add something that you're looking to buy on Google Chrome now, oh, we're going to add it to your shopping list. Don't make a separate shopping list tab for me. That's not what I want in my favorites. Let me do it the way I want to do it.
But we're being helpful.
No, you're really not.
You humans don't know what's good for you. Trust Google. Obey Google. Love Google. Obedience is love.